Hello, hello, and welcome back for another dose of crone crunching and boss bashing down in the cool catacombs and hollow halls of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And it's celebration time here at the hamlet because, as you can see, the old hag witch is finally dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead, but you know, it turns out she's leaving behind a legacy of pretty much awesomeness, because the recipe for cold brewed fungus brand beer that we looted from her corpse is absolutely amazing. Who would have suspected that beer made from the freshly harvested corpses of animate fungus men would have such a piquant, woody flavor? The taste is really nothing short of divine. And also, the alcohol content is, through the roof, which is a big bonus for me. Also, it has the added benefit of containing traces of psilocybins as well, because it's made from fungus. So if you drink enough of it, not only does it get you completely shit-faced, you also hallucinate occasionally. It's basically like Jägermeister, except without the poisonous taste of anise. So, actually potable. And we stand to make nothing less than an absolute fortune from the sales of this delicious new beverage. Not that we really kind of need the cash at this point. I mean, we're sitting on a giant Scrooge McDuck pile of cash already, but it's still good times around the hamlet here. Good times indeed. But like they say, there's no good time that can't be made better. And if the hag witch had such delicious treasures of booty in her booty, I'm not sure exactly where she was storing that recipe. Frankly, I don't want to know. But, if she's got those, that sort of thing lurking, what other fabulous finds might still be down in the dungeon for us? I mean, maybe the swine god has the greatest recipe for hickory smoked bacon of all time. We won't know until we get down there and kill him. So let's head to the embarkation point and see if maybe we can come up with another new taste sensation. This mission looks real good. I love this trinket. The legendary bracer here, it's nothing short of amazing. It is fantastic. We could probably kill the gibbering prophet as well. What else have we got? Or the swine god, actually, for the same reward. Why is the cash for the swine god 13k, but the gibbering prophet, despite being almost exactly, is 27,000? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The 16-pounder is still on the menu as well. I'm not actually overly thrilled with the 16-pounder. This shield is very good. Don't get me wrong. It's very useful. I think do we already have one of these? We do not. We do need to get this highwayman and gunslinger's buckle on our highwayman, though. This is good. 15 perfection if in the 4th rank and plus 50% heal received in the 4th rank. If you were using your man-at-arms in more of a defensive fashion, where he was just bolstering and then guarding, you could get a lot of good benefit out of that, using him as a buffer and a protection guy, especially wearing this trinket. He would be nigh unkillable and would get massive heals anytime that you healed him. This is a very, very good trinket, actually. It's just not useful for the way we typically employ our men-at-arms. So, yeah, I'm going to take a pass on this mission. I think we kill the gibbering prophet here. The gibbering aside, and of course his terrible, terrible prophecies that never actually come true, basically the gibbering prophet is more like that crazy homeless guy Rick who just wanders up and down the street shouting about the end times all day and won't quiet down unless you give him a quarter. I think maybe this gibbering prophet is also just looking for a quarter, but, well, he may be disappointed. We do need to get a team together, though. I think we actually have the team we need. Here's what we're going to do, though. We're going to go with Roderick Usher. We're going to go with Half-Cock Jack. Now, normally we'd take Randolph Carter and Madeline Usher in on this one, but they are both legendary resolve rank already, and both have a little bit of stress. So I think what we'll do is we're just going to backfill instead with Lucy Pevensey and Doctor Strange. Exact same class combinations, but lower stress, also lower EXP. So killing the gibbering prophet has some benefit for them as well. Let's take a look at trinkets. What we're probably going to do, I think, is just jack some trinkets. We'll just pull these for now from Lucy and Doctor Strange, and what we'll do is we'll just grab Maddie and the good doctor there, and then we'll just swap these out. So since Lucy's going on the mission, we'll give her the Sacred Scroll and the Tome of Holy Healing. And then for the good doctor, we're going to pop Randolph Carter's Focus Ring and grab his Demon's Cauldron. And we're going to fork those over to Doctor Strange, although I really think Doctor Strange is probably somewhere lurking inside the Sanctum Sanctorum. Probably already has a Demon's Cauldron, he just can't quite remember where it's at. And his little butler, Chang, or whatever his name is getting on in years. His memory's not what it used to be, so Doctor's like, "Hey man, where's the Demon's Cauldron?" And Chang's like, "Oh, I do not remember, sir." It's kind of an issue. Doctor Strange is getting a little worried about it. A little worried. Anyway, that's our team. We do need to adjust Half-Cock Jack's trinkets, however, because while the Drifter's Buckle is real good, it is real good, too. I'm not naysaying it at all. It's actually a really top-quality item. While it is top quality, it doesn't even come close to comparing to the old Gunslinger's Buckle, which is nothing short of unbelievable. And what we're also going to do with Halfcock Jack, since he now has pretty significant penalties to his melee skills, we're just probably going to get rid of him. So let's do that as well. What we're going to do, I think we'll leave Duelist Advance because that is useful for triggering off point-blank shots. Can do less damage, but we'll take Pistol Shot instead. So we're going to go with Pistol Shot, point-blank shot, Grape Shot Blast, and then Duelist Advance, just for shuffling around the party. You're one double tough rings, right? Yeah, you're probably pretty well sorted there, Roderick Usher. Man, you have 85 hit points. You are unfucking killable. Roderick Usher, he's a fortress, a walking absolute fucking fortress. That man is indestructible. Indestructible, just like Mr. Burns. Absolutely indestructible. Alright, so let's get provisioned here. Now, this is just a medium mission. Ordinarily, we probably wouldn't take 2 full stacks of food on a medium mission, but just out of an abundance of caution, this is a boss here. We don't... You know what? I'm actually going to even go further than that. We are going to deliberately over-prepare here. I don't want to find ourselves in a situation where we're not at 100% when we go in to fight the Gibbering Prophet, because despite Roderick Usher being an indestructible badass, this guy does do a lot of damage with the rocks that fall from the ceiling.
Resilience. I lured him to the dig. There, I showed him the thing and detailed the full extent of my plans.
Yeah, what you should have done is just given him the quarter, man.
Watched as he tore his eyes from their sockets and ran shrieking into the shadows.
Eyes from the socket, shrieking into the shadows.
Was upon us all.
Yep. Alright, well, yeah, you should have just given him the fucking quarter, Mr. Ancestor. I mean, probably it would have saved us all a lot of time and trouble in the long run if you had just forked over the handful of change. Also, it's not like you needed that change. You didn't need it. You could spare it. He came up and said, hey, man, spare some change, and you were just like, shook your head and kept walking. You could have given him the quarter, man. You could have given him the quarter. Anyway, let's get to work here. Dr. Strange will be investigating all mysterious loots. And a nice solid pickup there, 850 gold and 2 extra food.
Even the cold stone seems
really don't care for using a shovel this early in the mission, of course, but sometimes what's done is done. Couple gargoyles here. These guys are going to go down real quick. You know, this is our, now that I think about this, this actually is our last boss in the ruins. Holy crap, Lucy Pevensey starting things up. Why does Lucy not have trinkets? I'm pretty sure I gave Lucy trinkets before. Okay. So I'm already a little bit salty here. The Gibbering... Holy shit, the loot, though, is out of control. It's tough to be salty when you're pulling down cash like that. Lucy Pevensey, I'm a little upset with you, ma'am. You were supposed to have trinkets, and you do not have trinkets. Your lucky Halfcock Jack is here to carry you. And honestly, I think Halfcock Jack is probably definitely going to be able to carry this mission. This layout is not necessarily fantastic for us, since it basically requires us to go through the entirety of this dungeon before fighting the Gibbering Prophet. That's a bit of a drawback. The Prophet is going to be here. On the plus side, though, we don't have to worry about backtracking, if you want to call that a plus side. Halfcock Jack picking this trap completely apart. Not a problem for old Halfcocked. I mean, taking a piss is a problem, because when he's call him Halfcock Jack, it's because he literally has half of a penis, but he can disarm a trap like nobody's business. Now, if you want him to take a, piss neatly in a chamber pot, he's going to spray that shit all over the room. It's just outside of his skill set, and he apologizes for that. But when you hire a guy named Halfcock Jack, you kind of really should sort of expect that kind of behavior. Anyway, 9 damage from Lucy on the Bone Sergeant. Theoretically, it wouldn't have been a bad idea to go for a heal there, but I think we're going to be okay. The push is failing. Little Ren for the old god. Roderick Usher simply going to laugh at that shit. You cannot defeat a man like Roderick Usher. 23 damage is a solid start for Halfcock Jack. We're going to have Roderick follow that up probably with a Jacques. Little abyssal artillery here from the good doctor. And when I say little abyssal artillery, I mean diminutive in size, because that was not good damage, Doc. Not good at all. See, 20 damage critical. Doesn't even phase Roderick Usher. He does not give a single Tinker's Dam. It doesn't matter to him at all. That pull is very unfortunate for us. I was very much wanting to have good old Roderick Usher throw a nice weird reconstruction. That is simply not going to happen this turn. Very good aggregate damage, however, out of Halfcock Jack. He's trying to pick up the slack. Double KO for Roderick, making up somewhat for last turn, where his performance was definitely substandard. Roderick Usher has really taken a pretty unhealthy level of aggression here. That critical heal helping out considerably, however, and then we'll just do that then. Dr. Strange showing a ritualist how a ritualist actually works. He's like, no, sir. This is how you sacrifice a victim. This is how you do it.
But a victory nonetheless.
He also showed Montel Jordan that same trick, by the way. That's why Montel Jordan also knows this is how you do it. Yeah. It's because of Doctor Strange. Little known fact, Doctor Strange and Montel Jordan had a crossover comic series in the early 90s. So we'll put our party back in order. Get our house back in order. And if anybody's taking a buff off of this thing, it really probably should be Roderick Usher. We're going to grab a knightly armor. That's a 30... Oh, that's actually dodge buff and extra protection. That's real good. More scouting. I like it. Actually, so far we've scouted in both of our rooms. Not going to be upset by that. Who needs stress? You know, we don't really at this point need stress relief. I think I'm going to pass that confessional up. If somebody gets hit with a massive stress attack this way, we can always circle back for it if the need arises. We're going to go for a little group heal here. Got a couple people who are just a little tweaked out. This will let them get patched up or sober up. I mean, if they're tweaked out, technically they've been doing a lot of meth. And well, Doctor Strange is a goddamn superhero, so we know it wasn't him. Half-cocked Jack, though, he looks like the kind of guy who might indulge. And not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm just saying. We don't know what sort of teeth he's got lurking under that mask. It could be a fucking train wreck under there. You don't know. We haven't looked under that helmet in a long time. He could have full-on meth mouth working just from top to bottom, front to back, and side to side. This is not going to get us a... Well, it'll get us a kill. I actually don't want to win this one before we get... That's exactly what I wanted. Never mind. Doctor Strange. Never underestimate his capacity for failure. He will find a way. And now, alright, somebody's getting whacked by a bone militia. On the plus side, it didn't manage to undo our healing, so we got that going for us. We're going to patch that back up, plus a little extra. Maybe that wasn't the worst turn ever. 21 damage, half-cocked Jack finishes the fight. Pick up our loot, reorder our party, and continue on towards Mr. Profiteer here. Yep, we don't need to look at a bookcase. We have all the positive quirks we want. This team is already sorted. There are no quirks we have that we are interested in overwriting. How to handle this? I think we gotta go for the shots on the Fusilier. Oh, beautiful start from Lucy Pevensey. The 28 damage critical, 5 healing, and a stress relief. That was a solid blow. Half-cocked Jack contributing a nice 23 damage. That's a reasonable output. Doctor Strange catching a shank in the face. And it's just one more punch to the face for Doctor Strange at this point. He's gonna patch that up completely. Doctor Strange with a little share spell wherein he turned back time to before that wound happened. If I could turn back time, if I could heal my wounds, I would sit on top of this cannon, 'cause it's cold. And my rhyme was well off there, and I sincerely apologize for that. Also, for inflicting my singing upon you, it's tantamount to a war crime. If you want to bring me up on charges at The Hague, I will completely understand, of course. Beautiful pistol shot from Half-Cocked Jack. He just shot that guy right in the fucking neck. His day is done. Let's go ahead and, yeah. Let's go ahead and beat this guy to death before he maybe gets a chance to go. The unquenchable fire of the stars. Why are you pulling out the sort of poetic lines there? All you did was stab a guy with a knife. Do you really get to say such elaborate and intrinsic things there? Or rather, intricate things? When you just, all you did was, like, stab a guy with a knife. Behold the power of the dark and elder gods that lurk beyond the stars. It's like, you just stabbed the guy. All you did was stab a man. This is a lot of gold. It's enough gold that we should be throwing shit on the floor to take this gold. The question is, what shit do we throw on the floor? I mean, the Jade is the obvious pick. I think the Anti-Venom is second. Actually, we should have thrown these busts on the floor because we don't need busts at all. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, we can check this out. It's an heirloom chest. That's a Doctor Strange job. Doctor Strange picking up some more crests for us. Let's get rid of these busts in favor of crests, then, because we don't need busts. Again, crests, still the only thing we need. And we'll travel onward into the dungeon. Tell me I have a holy water. Ooh. Alright, so we're going to get some concentrated... Oh, come on. Citrines, Jades, and Onyx. Well, we'll take the Onyx, and I suppose we'll take the Citrine for now. It's, in all likelihood, we're going to wind up throwing that on the floor, but... A little disappointing. I was hoping maybe for more sapphires and rubies, but the dungeon has been pretty good to us so far in the cash department. We really don't have a single leg to stand on when it comes to complaining about the loot. It's been top-notch. Top-notch. Onward we go. Another bookcase we are not going to mess with. Again, our troopers have basically all of the positive quirks we could want. There really is no advantage to interacting with bookshelves. Stacks of books also in the same department, and confessionals really, unless we need stress relief. You can theoretically get a positive quirk from a confessional, but the potential stress risk really isn't worth it for us at this point, because even if we got a quirk, another bookcase, we're unlikely to pick up a quirk that's better than some of the quirks that we already have. We are going to investigate this urn, even though we don't have a holy water. Alright, Doctor Strange resisting a blight, not really a problem. Onward we go then, and we got a lot of empty space. So the dungeon here turned out to be very, very front-loaded. A lot of action right at the beginning, and then from here on out, we've got just a sort of a Hobbit-style walk into Mordor under our way. Samwise is, cooking up conies. Gollum is bitching about the rope around his neck. Frodo's whining like a puss about how heavy the ring is. Doctor Strange is like, this ring is so heavy, and Roderick Usher's like, come on, man, fucking show some spine. Half-cocked Jack's just staying silent. And Lucy Pevensey is actually in Narnia because she won't cross over into the Lord of the Rings. It would be a huge, huge C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien feud violation, and while the crossover fanfiction I'm sure will do well, that shit's never going to officially be published ever, so. That was a very disappointing point-blank shot from Half-cocked Jack. Very disappointing. That 18 damage critical that Lucy Pevensey just got shot through her heart was likewise disappointing. And we followed up that disappointment with a 3-point heal. This ground pound, okay. So we're in a little pickle here. This is actually going to turn into be a reasonably tough fight for us. 17 damage from Roderick Usher. Man, these bone generals really can take a beating now. Lucy dodging that coral. She already has one sticking out of her heart. I'm not sure it was necessarily a dodge so much as she just fell down out of the way. Half-cocked Jack returning the favor in the critical department. Man, that pistol shot has been doing good work. He's done shot twice, and both of them have been critical one-shot kills. That's some kind of magic pistol. Doctor Strange taking more damage than we would necessarily like, followed by a ground pound. Everybody resisted the stun, so we got that going for us. Doctor Strange, of course, was stunned from the previous round, which is not good. 15 damage out of Roderick. We got halfway to go still on the old bone general. Doctor Strange throwing a respectable weird reconstruction. Not fantastic. Man, this ground pound is really starting to take its toll. Alright, so we're going to go for the AoE heal. If he's going to ground pound, we've got to start putting some aggregate healing back into it. 11 damage from the coral. Man, we are not getting good rolls on damage here. We have not gotten any lucky criticals either. Apart from the one that one-shot the previous bone sharpshooter. I mean, got to count that one. Doctor Strange may be on death's door here. Nope, but very close. We got to get a heal on him in case another ground pound comes along. We don't want it to take him to death's door. We can't afford to stress. Another 8-point heal from Doctor Strange. Man, the aggregate damage from this ground pound is just getting out of control. Yeah, we got to dash forward. We got to get back into a position to point-blank shot here with Half-cocked Jack, or just a Holy Lance. That sharpshooter really is... He's outpacing us. He's allowing the ground-pounding bastard to outpace us with the damage. So let's go for some AoE heals. Then we're going to go a single target heal on our most injured target. Or Half-cocked Jack could just end a fight with a monstrous critical. Totally comfortable with that as well. The pistol shot is really doing some fantastic work for us. This is worth reasonable amounts of cash, but yeah, it's worth more than 2 citrines, so I mean, taking it was the right choice here. We're going to pick open this sarcophagus. It contains hidden treasures of 750 gold. Well, we'll get rid of those busts then. We don't need those any longer. And onward we go. About 3 rooms left to go. We don't have enough stress to make me really comfortable healing right now, especially with at least 2 fights between ourselves and a Gibbering Prophet. So we're going to risk at least 1 more fight in somewhat suboptimal condition. We still have medicine, right? We do. Excellent. Disinfecting the alchemist table, picking up another 750 gold. Man, the loot is on fire. The loot. The loot. The loot is on fire. Which is typically a bad thing. If your loot is on fire, you should fucking call the goddamn fire department and have them put your loot out. Otherwise, you'll be lootless, and that's a situation no one wants to find themselves in. I think we should probably eat some of this food. Lucy and Doctor Strange are a little more banged up with, and I'm comfortable going into a fight with an unknown quantity of bad guys. So we're going to crank our light level, move along here. Let's see what this fight consists of. Nothing too terribly troublesome. We should maybe try and focus on healing here. Little AoE heal. This should be a dead guy. Absolutely a dead guy. It's not out of the question that Roderick Usher could kill both of these guys with a Jacques. Didn't quite get there. Weird reconstruction, the good doctor with a 12-point critical heal. You know, your actual heal can just heal for more than that, right? I mean, if you could critical for up to, theoretically, 36, Doc. 6 damage for Roderick Usher, not really much of a problem at all. I think we go for the AoE heal here. Good, solid aggregate healing. Let's try and minimize the killing. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. A chance for a weird reconstruction from the good doctor onto Maddie to patch her up back to full. Good dodge from Half-Cocked Jack, and we're just going to end this one then. 17 damage smite from Roderick Usher, putting that bone soldier back in the ground where he belongs. What do we want to get rid of here? I think probably the medicinal herbs. It seems unlikely we're going to need those again. And this anti-venom, likewise, doesn't particularly seem like we're going to need it between here and the end of the dungeon. I mean, there is one room here, but we actually got scouting, so we know that room is empty, which makes it not really worthwhile to double back for. Let's pop one of our few remaining torches.
May we find victory.
Swap these two, and Inzy Winsy. Come on, let's go. Inzy Winsy. Everybody. Got another fucking bone general. The protection stat on these guys is out of control. And so 7 damage from Lucy, not exactly the start we were necessarily hoping for. 9 damage back on a critical, so those guys trading even shots. That is not the way we want to do this. We gotta come out ahead of our opponents. 22 damage, resistance to pushback. Lucy taking another coral to the heart. We're going for the Abyssal Artillery. I want to get these sharpshooters dead. Despite the fact that this guy has a stun, the sharpshooters actually are the more dangerous opponent. The Bone General with a dodge. Well, that sucks. That also sucks because Roderick Usher got stunned and we picked up stress out of that attack. Ground Pound is really becoming a bit of a problem. Dr. Strange with the dodge on the coral. Another coral coming. Alright, so Lucy's going to heal herself then because these guys will shoot at no one other than her. We got to go for the Grape Shot Blast here. We got to get damage on every target. The ground pounding is irritating. But we're not going to die from ground pounding. These corals and their critical bullshit, however, they could fucking end us. So we have to take steps to try and mitigate that whenever we can. More healing directly for Lucy, which is bad because our aggregate HP is dropping as a result. Half-Cocked Jack and the pistol shot are just critically all over the place. We have to go for the weird reconstruction here. That's what we like to see. That's a fantastic heal from the good doctor. Doctor Who, you got nothing on you, man. When you say Doctor Who, I mean, it's a question. It's like, Doctor Who? Never heard of that punk. It's all Doctor Strange from top to bottom. Doctor Who can suck it. Sonic screwdriver my ass. I'd rather have the fucking Sorcerer Supreme. You can take your Sonic screwdriver and stick it where the Sonic sun don't shine. Good dodge from Doctor Strange, despite being stunned, able to deke out of the way of that coral. That's a very high degree of athleticism being shown by the good doctor. More smiting. Roderick, you have not criticaled one time this entire mission, sir. I mean, the fact that you could take that crushing blow and only suffer 9 damage is pretty remarkable.
Well struck.
But if you could see what Half-Cocked Jack is doing with that pistol and maybe emulate a little of that. I'm just saying, I think things would be going considerably better for us if you could make that happen. The 1-point heal is not really what we needed. Half-Cocked Jack, he can't not critical with pistol shot. It's just every shot is a critical. Look at this gold. At this point, I think we probably... Are we going to need the shovels? I don't think we got to, you know, I think we get rid of the shovels. We actually aren't going to need them. So we take the gold, the citrines can go eat a dick. And we're one room from the boss, right? Yeah, so there's no reason to not camp. We're going to chaw down on all of our food, get the feasting bonus. Nice solid level of healing there. Everyone's still a little more banged up than I would like, so if we can get some abilities in addition to the buffs that might also heal us. Half-Cocked Jack is cleaning his guns, of course, because cleaning guns is a thing that you do. Somebody's getting blessed here. Accuracy and dodge. I'm thinking... probably Roderick Usher is best suited for that, actually. We don't really need... I mean, we could use the actual healing, but if we want to go with actual healing, shouldn't we be better? Yeah, we would be better here for Doctor Strange. So we'll throw the Dark Ritual, get everybody patched up a bit. Stress is not really a problem for us. Untouchable, I suppose. We don't really need to improve our scouting chance. Stand tall. Might as well. We've got the time. Stress resistance is not unuseful. And we'd have enough left for a chant. She's the most badly injured, but can't chant for herself. Roderick Usher is God-fearing, so chanting Roddy actually is going to give him some nice healing. And that's probably going to be it. Yeah, we're out of time, so let's rest. Not as many buffs as we would get if we had, say, a Man-at-Arms party here, but I'm still feeling pretty powerful. Half-Cock Jack is going to be just destroying stuff. Huge critical bonuses for Jack. Damage bonuses out the anus. And we got ambushed by nothing that's really much of a threat. The surprise, honestly, isn't really even a factor. Our light is very low. That's the one problem we have. Very low light levels here. I don't really think it's going to be a problem. Lucy Pevensey going to throw the AoE heal, just get everyone that much closer to patched up. Half-Cock Jack going to take a point-blank shot. That's one Bone Soldier's 73 damage from that point-blank shot critical. And if you hear some clicking there, that is actually Romeo tearing the hell out of the chair next to me. Knock it off if you would, sir. Still Cat sitting there. He's not having a fantastic night. Still some fireworks going off in this neighborhood, so he's having a little bit of a trouble evening there, is the Romeo. I don't really like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. It keeps him from getting stressed. We don't really need to reshuffle, per se. I think Half-Cock Jack is probably going to be able to kill everything. Roderick Usher taking 0 damage and a stun. Grape Shot Blast didn't quite get us where we needed to be. Alright, then. Well, Lucy Pevensey going to go for patch herself fully up as well as get the kill. Roderick Usher was stunned, so his position really didn't matter. 10 damage from Doctor Strange, leaving us 4 short. Somebody else is taking a lash of the tail. You know, if Roderick Usher has to go into the final fight 1 damage short, I think he's probably going to be okay. And there's the final 10 from the good doctor. That's got it sorted. More rubies, more cash. Look at this. Piles and piles of gold, folks. Also, don't forget, this mission has a 27,000 gold reward as well. So when we complete this, Scrooge McDuck is going to have to eat his heart out, I think. I mean, he basically has no choice other than to eat his heart out. I really don't like going in blighted. Alright, so everyone is fully healed. We've got it set. We have another fight between... and I threw my shovels on the floor, didn't I? I sure did. Well, that's going to prove to be a mistake, wasn't it? Son of a bitch. So we're going to go in down health and up stress. That's admittedly a bit of a problem. That was a mistake. We should have kept the shovels. Should have kept the shovels. Should have gotten a live chicken. Should have gotten a live chicken. Alright, so Doctor Strange, why don't you just patch yourself up? I don't really think you have much... Oh, so you're down like 3 health and then you pull out the 20 damage critical? I guess that's the way to save the big one for the right moment. Best for last and whatnot, Doc. Solid planning right there, buddy. Still, another victory. And this citrine, actually, we're not going to keep when we can actually have 125 gold instead. Check out this sack. Pack has already been looted. This is, yeah... I was hoping we might find a shovel in there, but no dice.
Without tools of iron.
So, some minor health damage, and the stress is a bit of a problem, actually, because the Prophet does have some stress attacks. We're going to split up our food, max our torchlight, and let's go beat this bastard down. Your gibbering days are done, friend. This is the last time you're going to ask passers-by for fucking quarters. Can I have some change? Be like, shut up, man, get a job. We're going full-on brutality here. I think we just start piling damage on the Prophet as fast as we can get it. This guy has a lot of health. 215 hit points. That's a shitload. Now, we could go for the Grape Shot Blast and start taking out these pews. How much damage are they going to take from those, though? Well, I guess there's really only one way to find out. You know, that's pretty respectable damage, actually. It's not fantastic, but I would definitely call it respectable. Doctor Strange coming up with a critical mark. That's going to help us quite a bit. Little fulminate. This is a blight attack. Resisted across the board, so not really much of a problem at all. The Jacques Hughes for some minor damage on the pews. Jacques Hughes the pews. That sucked. So Miss Lucy Pevensey getting walloped. Yeah, you can calamitous prognostication Roderick Usher all you want, because he's going to laugh at that shit. He's just going to laugh at it. Your damage against Roderick Usher will be laughable. That's what I'm telling you. We got a weird reconstruction. So, yeah, now you throw a 5-point heal, Doctor Strange. Where was the gigantic crit, huh? Huh? Where was the crit, son? Where was the critical now? I'm a little salty. I think we just continue our onslaught on the pews. Except for maybe half-cocked Jack. We could have start pistol shotting. It only did 9 damage. Yeah, I think we kind of have to stick on the pews. So Roderick Usher taking what is effectively a trivial amount of damage from that falling rubble. And you can go ahead and throw it right back at him. It does not matter to us one single fucking bit. Lucy's got to heal herself. We got to get everybody up to where Calamitous Prognostication doesn't necessarily put them at death's door. And it's grape shot blasting here on out for half-cocked Jack. I believe the protection status on the Gym Rig Prophet actually goes up. The more pews he has that are still alive, the more protection he gets, I believe. And so we got a couple units that are marked. And a stress attack, which is unfortunate. Oh, it's not a mark, it's just a raw stress attack. It's a stun, though, which is a bit unfortunate. There's what we needed earlier. So a reasonable weird reconstruction from the good doctor. 23 damage for Roderick Usher from the falling rubble. He's going to be able to handle that. Again, he could probably take another one if he has to. 29. Yeah, Roderick Usher actually could take another Calamitous Prognostication, which is fine because that's exactly what happened. I really want to start killing off these pews. We should probably go for a big heal here. Alright, that's going to make sure that Roderick Usher stays off of death's door. Regardless of what else happens, Roderick is going to be fine. We'll go for the AoE heal from Lucy. And it's grape shot blasting across the board. So 1 pew is down. Roderick Usher getting deke that stun and get some rocks dropped on his face. Stress attack from the Prophet. Our stress levels are climbing. Ah, the stun is unfortunate as well. Only 15 damage from Roderick Usher. Good lord, the man is unstoppable. Now this Calamitous Prognostication is a serious problem for us, actually. We can mitigate some of it, however. Here's what we do. We're going to have Lucy patch herself up to the toppest shape she can get in. We throw a weird reconstructor at her as well, except she is hurt. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to make Roderick Usher take this one. So we dash forward, kill this pew. That rubble's going to fall on Roderick. The fulminate. All right. Lucy getting blighted. That's actually a bit of a problem for us. We go for the Jacques. More damage on the pews. We got to get this guy to the front so we can really start wailing on him. Yeah, Lucy's on death's door. So we should have... We could get beat on a speed roll by the prof. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Not Lucy. Oh, whew. Okay. That's a solid heal. That's a solid heal. And we don't really have to worry about healing Lucy again, actually, because she's going to be back on death's door as soon as she gets hit. So we're going to heal Dr. Strange instead and hope that... Oh, this fulminate. These stacking blights are really a problem for us. All right, kill this thing. A 70 damage critical point blank shot. That's not necessarily the target we needed that on. The fulminating... Oh, we've got a lot of guys that are really badly injured here. We are starting to do some more damage to the Gibbering Prophet, however. So here comes Rebel of Ruin. Lucy, don't be next. Don't be next, Lucy. Don't be next. Don't be next. All right, half-cocked Jack can take a prognostication if the need arises. Anybody but Lucy. Or half-cocked Jack. Anybody but either of those would have been fine. Okay, good. Dr. Strange is not on death's door. It's important to note. He's got to heal Lucy. And then Lucy can, in turn, heal him. You can have your eye on us all we want. The stress at this point, we don't care about, Gibbering Prophet. You're the last man in the dungeon. We don't really have to worry about it so much anymore. I think we got to heal Roderick Usher. If we can keep him off death's door with a heal, it would have been worthwhile. It's not going to happen, however. It is simply not in the cards. This guy is remarkably more difficult than any other boss we fought. This is the closest we've been, or the most danger we've been in, actually, in a very, very long time here. Prognosticating on, once again, Roderick Usher. That's actually good for us. It doesn't do damage. Roderick is not blighted, so he can't die. Lucy, oh man, we've got so many people on death's door. So we get some aggregate AoE healing, which should be enough to keep everybody on their feet. We need a big one here. Nicely done, Dr. Strange. Nicely done. That was just the big one I was looking for, sir. That was exactly the one I needed. Critical stress attack, meh. At this point, if we live long enough for the stress to kill us, I'm going to be okay with that. So Roderick Usher is now also on death's door. On the plus side, all of our blights have ticked out, so we don't have to worry about anybody dropping dead at the start of their turn from a blight. We are going to get a chance to heal. Lucy's in a bit of a bad way. It would be the wrong move at this point, though, to heal Lucy. We should keep piling on the heals on Roderick and Dr. Strange. Another massive crit from Half-Cock Jack. Man, Jack is really doing some solid work for us in the damage department. All right, good doctor. Heal yourself. Physician patching thyself up for 14. That's reasonable. Eye on you for Roderick Usher. He was already stunned. It's not really a problem for us. The situation can't get worse. He can't get more stunned. Rebel of Ruin. Dropping on Lucy. Alright, so we gotta get a heal on Lucy Pevensey. Man, the stress is really starting to stack up here. Our ace team is gonna need some stress relief after this fight. Oh, Calamitous Prognostication is fine. It does no damage. So our 2 healers are gonna take a beating here, though. Alright, Jack. You gotta get into the forward position. 10 damage, that's reasonable. We gotta go for the AoE heal. This will keep everyone off death's door. As long as we don't take a surprise fulminate, we should be pretty okay. Alright, time to start pounding. There we go. Roderick Usher. Now we're starting to put some damage into this gibbering bastard. Lucy picking up a blight. She's at a bit of a risk. So we have Doctor Strange and Lucy both at death's door. This is not good. We may have to take a death blow prompt here. I am a little uncomfortable right now. I'm really wishing that we had remembered to bring Lucy's proper trinkets. The bonus healing we would have gotten would have been fine. It would have been a very good thing. So the one time Half-Cock Jack doesn't critical with a point-blank shot is really the time we need it to critical. Beautiful. Doctor Strange keeping Lucy Pevensey out of risk of death. Doctor Strange is not blighted, so we should survive the round. Oh, shit. Lucy with not enough speed to get the job done, and Doctor Strange has fallen to the Gibbering Prophet. Wow. I'm beginning to question my group composition here. I think maybe we came at these guys with the wrong tools. More Rebel of Ruin. Jeez, this Gibbering Prophet, man, this guy will not let up. Roderick Usher is going to have to heal. We did not bring enough damage here. We don't have enough damage. We really don't. He's got to heal, so we have to Inspiring Cry. That's got Lucy off death's door, so the blight can't kill her. Half-Cock Jack coming forward. Possibly targeting the pews was the wrong move. We may be looking at a total party wipe here, folks. This is not going well at all. Lucy is in terrible shape. Jack and Roderick are also in bad shape. We're gonna have the here comes the Rebel. Yeah. So 2 of our units are blighted and on death's door. We have no other way to heal them. This is really, really not good. This is not good at all. And this guy just keeps... the back-to-back turns. We're just not getting the damage. Too little too late, Jack. Too little too late. Somebody else is probably... You've got to be kidding me. Well, 2 of our units held on, but ultimately I think it's going to be futile. Oh, Lucy Pevensey is going to save the day. The tenacious little Narnian right there is pulling us out of the toilet. We have a chance. Doctor Strange is going to pay the ultimate price here, but we still have a chance for victory. And at this point, we've got to gamble. We've got to gamble on the kill. You're one... Oh, yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Here comes the Rebel. The only person... Every single one of our units is on death's door. Every one. Oh, this is fucking tense, folks. Do we go for the... You gotta be shitting me. How many turns in a row does this fucker get? He loses every speed roll and then always wins the next one? That seems a little bullshit, game. A little bullshit. We did manage to get everybody on death's door. Not that it's gonna do any good, because then he immediately fulminates and everyone is back on death's door and blighted now to boot. I need 1 attack, game. Give me 1... I need 2 attacks, game. Give me 2 attacks. Roderick Usher also at death's door. So we pulled out the win, but that's winning ugly. That's an ugly, ugly win. I am not pleased. Doctor Strange paying the ultimate price, the Sorcerer Supreme making the ultimate sacrifice for victory. That is just not good. I'm very disappointed in the way this turned out. So that's got to go. We have to at least get back Doctor Strange's trinkets. So those are fully recovered. We don't need the torches anymore. These consecrated pews are worth 1,250. So anything we have that's worth less than that is going to get discarded in favor of one of those. So the onyx is gone. Oh. That was a pretty tragic loss to the team, really. A ton of cash, but you know what? No amount of cash in the world can make up for the loss of a man as mighty as Doctor Strange. We should have brought Randolph Carter. Should have brought Randolph Carter. That's all I can say. We shouldn't have trusted the lesser occultist, Doctor Strange. I mean, he's the Sorcerer Supreme, but clearly he's not supreme in this case because he got completely outdone by another trooper, and suddenly our brevity and lightheartedness from earlier, it's all gone to Heartbreak and Calamity now. It's nothing but Heartbreak. Lucy Pevensey only got 5 Resolve EXP out of that. That's kind of shitty. Roderick Usher picking up Hatred of Unholy, which is quite good. Lucy with Thick-Blooded, which is actually pretty good. I'm very disappointed in how this one turned out, though.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
On the plus side, we only have 3 bosses left to go, so we've gone down from quad bosses to the triple cities here. Still, it's such a sad day when we lose a trooper. Such a sad day. So, Doctor Strange's Champion Occultist gets added to the list, and, you know, Dr. Hibbert, Victor Frankenstein, Jubal Early, and Quasimodo. Not really the greatest names of all time, but the Sorcerer Supreme, slain by a vile, gibbering prophet. Yeah, that guy was kind of a dick. Oh, what a tragedy. Alright, well, still, a win is a win, and the gibbering prophet is dead, so on the plus side, we don't have to kill him again. On the downside, we did lose half of our other rank 5 team, which I think means we're probably going to have to do some leveling and see if we can't get Dorian Gray up in to fill Doctor Strange's shoes. Also, we have an open roster slot now. What do we do with it? Do I really want another occultist? I mean, Doctor Strange is fucking irreplaceable. He really is irreplaceable. I don't think I don't think my heart could handle another occultist. I don't think it could handle the heartbreak of losing another one. Yeah, we're not going to do it. You know what? I think we'll leave this slot open. Of course, the new patch is coming out soon, so that'll give us opportunity to pick up maybe a Houndmaster or something. We are maybe going to need some roster slots in the near future, although as I understand it, I believe they are expanding the size of the roster in the update just to sort of account for the Houndmaster. But still, having an empty slot isn't necessarily the worst case scenario, and it is a great honorarium for the mighty Doctor Strange. Man fought a lot of battles, won a lot of fights, but, well, a wolf wins every fight but their last, and it turns out the Sorcerer Supreme is similarly outfitted. They win every fight but their last. You know what it may have been? We gave him Randolph Carter's trinkets. I think we may have cursed Doctor Strange by giving him a cursed item. The more I think about it, the more certain I am that we actually sealed his fate. He should not be wearing the items of Randolph Carter, who is possibly some kind of elder god. And our top two, we got a lot of people here who got to go in for stress relief, so let's get that taken care of before we forget. Randolph will do anything but drink. Alright then, Randy, let's have you, I don't know, why don't you go meditate? That's fine, because it's cheap. Roderick will only pray. Yeah, he will only pray, which is fine. You can go do that. You know, Madeline Usher also has some stress, more than we would like. She can do anything but gamble, so I guess we'll take her to the cloister as well. She can do a little meditation. Half-cocked Jack, I think only... What do you do? He will do anything but meditate. Well, Jack, you have, I think, the most stress. So it's Brothel Town for you, sir. Tell Cindy I said hello, by the way. That's Cindy with an S, too. Oh, yeah. You want some of Cindy's action, let me tell you. That's a courtesan who knows what she's doing. That S is not by mistake, folks. It's not by mistake. Candy Jade also could use a little stress relief. She knows all about Cindy with an S as well. Gonna go visit the brothel. Lucy Pevensey, of course, would never be caught dead in a brothel, but she will cheat at cards, so she can't gamble. I think we'll just have Lucy get hammered instead. Anybody else need any stress relief? Looks like that's got us taken care of. And with that out of the way, and Doctor Strange, the fallen hero, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. We will stage a memorial for Doctor Strange, almost no doubt. But for now, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, consider subscribing as well. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Except for Doctor Strange, who's dead.